at this point, I didn't knew what is organ on a chip. And I started to read on it more and more and more. And that was the moment that I was like, wow, like that's really future. Hi, my name is Joanna and at Dynamic 42 I work as a lead scientist for stem cell-based models. So I think it was very natural for me to turn into biology for my direction and studies. Then there was this interest with the cells, how complex they are, but you cannot really see them because they are so tiny. So this complexity compared to the size was really interesting for me. So my professional experience is really cell-based. I was working with cells since my bachelor. During my master's, I turned for the stem cells, and I continue working with stem cells for my PhD project, where I also developed a new model for heart on a chip. And for Dynamic 42, I also want to establish a stem cell lab. So it would be really amazing to combine these two fields into one and harness the power of stem cells and organ on a chip together. I think I started my work on an organ on a chip rather spontaneously. It was not a conscious decision to actually go into this field, rather the field found me. I was looking for a PhD project within European Union, and I was thinking rather about stem cell-based project, and I found a project about organ on a chip. And I remember at this point I didn't knew what is organ on a chip, and I started to read on it more and more and more, and that was the moment that I was like, wow, like that's really future. So I think this is how it started. What is the most exciting project? I think that the answer to this question is really easy, because it's the project that I'm currently working on. Actually, it's the chip that allows us to cultivate 3D vessels, real network of 3D vessels. And I think with this opportunity, we can create a really complex models for human physiology. But also for me, it's really interesting how from the suspension of cells, we can create such a complex structures as 3D vessels, and then, for example, combine it with spheroids. So the spheroids are actually vascularized. Crazy. I think the field is so new that we do not have so many misconceptions, which are really good for us. But if I have to think about one, I would say that organ on a chip is something very complex, something hard to do. I think this is a misconception. This is not true. Rather, I would say it's something new to do. But as long as you start slowly and easy, and work your experimental design up and gradually up, I think it will be just fine.